narrated by M Media.
Where is this? Wasn't I stabbed to death by a thug? The 13th year of the Republic of China, 1924. The 13th year of the Republic. I've time traveled. I, a programmer, actually traveled through time with my laptop to the Republic of China era. Although this era is a turbulent time, I have AI assistance. As long as I don't meddle in this life, I should at least be able to live a comfortable life, right?
How dare you block the young marshal's wife's path? You're simply courting death. Yes. I heard the young marshal is about to return to Haikang to take over military affairs. At this critical juncture, offending the young marshal's wife, this petty rickshaw puller, is probably going to die.
Young marshal's wife.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Chin Texan. Good sirs, please spare my life. I'm new here. Please be understanding. Wife? Following me in this life, you haven't had an easy life. In the next life, I will surely be your ox and horse.
Welcome, young marshal.
Reborn and time-traveled to the Republic of China era. Not only was I mistaken for the young marshal, that the young marshal's wife also looks exactly like my wife. But the young marshal's woman, even if you gave me 100 guts, I wouldn't dare touch her. Beautiful lady. No, young marshal's wife. I'm not the young marshal you are looking for. I'm just a rickshaw puller.
The young marshal and I have been married for many years. How could I be mistaken? I am Qing Texin, the legal wife of Zhang Kefan, the young marshal of Heiqing. From today onwards, you are the young marshal.
I am just a powerless programmer.
Programmer?
Yes, one who works on AI. Artificial intelligence.
What is that?
I doubt you would understand even if I explained it. In short, I'm not the young marshal you are looking for. This thing is legal in the Republic of China era. Then, once I make a fortune with AI, I'll definitely try it too. My apologies. My apologies.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Madam, such a person, can he truly be the young marshal?
The young marshal was assassinated on his way back to the city. Now his fate is uncertain. He is now our only choice. Otherwise, do you have any other solution?
Today, this is mine.
Run.
In my previous life, I died to save you. And in this life, you're still giving me trouble. What an ill-fated relationship. You are.
Jiang Shenyu of the Shipping Association. Zhao Qiao of the Paramount Ballroom. Lei Jason of the Axe Gang. To take your life. To take your life.
You want my life? You should at least give me a reason.
Zhang Kefan, you, esteemed as the young marshal, forcibly abducted common women and forced me to be your second concubine. Today, I will surely kill you. You promised to marry me upon your return from Haikang. But now you want to marry the daughter of the Shipping Association. I'll kill you, you heartless man.
Wait. It seems these people have mistaken me again for that young marshal. Can you let me sort this out? I don't marry you. You want to kill me. You don't marry me. You also want to kill me. And you. I won't have any unfinished private affairs with a big man like you, will I?
Master Lei, I can't stand to see beautiful women being bullied. You bully? My two dear sisters at once. So naturally, I also want your life.
Others transmigrate to luxurious cars and beautiful women, but I transmigrate only to get beaten out. This is too miserable.
Presumptuous. How dare you assassinate the young marshal? You're courting death.
A dignified young marshal can't even use a gun. Then don't blame me for being impolite. The situation is bad, let's go.
Are you crazy? I almost killed someone just now.
They wanted to kill you. Naturally, they couldn't be allowed to live.
No. They wanted to kill the young marshal. Not me. I'm just a rickshaw puller.
Young Marshal Zhang Kefan was assassinated on his way back to the city. His whereabouts are currently unknown. I kept the news a secret. I want to ask for your help. Impersonate the young marshal to stabilize the situation.
Compared to what you're saying about the young marshal who is above 10,000 people, I just want to live to more years. Farewell.
Madam, your subordinate arrived late. Please forgive me.
Don't be late next time. You may leave.
The film was translated and narrated by
Zhang Fan, with a face identical to the young marshal. And now, you've also offended the General Shipping Guild, the Axe Gang, and the Paramount Ballroom. Thoroughly. Even if you don't become this young marshal, do you truly believe that you can survive? Zhang Fan, born in the slums, whose parents both died in the war, and who makes a living pulling a rickshaw. Currently, you live from hand to mouth. Now, you have the chance to leap over the Dragon Gate. Don't you want to become the young marshal of Haiqing, who can turn clouds with a flip of his hand and rain with another?
I knew this woman. Why would she kindly save me? It turns out she had already investigated my background. Forget it. She's right. Can't move forward. Can't retreat either. Might as well take a gamble. You can let me be the young marshal. But I have one condition.
As long as I can do it, you may state it.
No matter what situation arises in the future, you must first ensure my life is safe.
Naturally, once the young marshal's whereabouts are known, I will not only ensure your safe return to Haiqing, but also give you a generous reward as thanks.
Deal.
However, to become the true young marshal, just this face isn't enough. Follow me.
Adjutant Zhu Tijin greets the young marshal.
Axe Gang's Lei Jiashan offers his respects.
I almost died at the hands of this Leijation before. This Adjutant Su is even more formidable. With that physique, killing me would be no different than killing a chicken. We absolutely must not let them notice anything amiss, otherwise, won't my life be over? Adjutant Su, there's no need for such formality. Why the rush? What business do you have with this marshal?
By someone like Du Kaishang, a top-tier assassin. Stabbed once in the chest. Yet this fellow didn't die. I am here by the young marshal's order. The Western campaign achieved a complete victory. I specifically came to report the good news to the young marshal.
The Western Front is full of fleeing, defeated generals. Defeating them is effortless. What? Adjutant Su, even for such a small matter, do you still need to ask this marshal for a reward?
I wouldn't dare. I merely heard that the young marshal returned to Haiqing to take over military affairs, and was suddenly ambushed and injured. I specifically came to visit.
Injured? In such a vast Haiqing, who could possibly injure this marshal?
The young marshal is naturally a person of great fortune and destiny. Since the young marshal is unharmed, then I have an impolite request.
Translated and narrated by M Media.
Speak freely.
On the northern front, our army has fought bitterly for many days. Now only 2,000 troops remain. Meanwhile, the enemy's 500,000 troops have already rushed to reinforce. When the two armies engage in battle, our army will inevitably suffer a great defeat. I request the young marshal to order a troop withdrawal. Surrender.
Sister Shen is just a rickshaw puller. How can he command the battle? This Adjutant Su is clearly testing Zhang Fan.
Impudent. The north is where our Shan family's army originated. How dare you suggest the young marshal withdraw and surrender? Xu Chetin, how audacious of you.
Temporary victory or defeat is common in military affairs. The young marshal will make his own decision.
Madam, however, why are you so furious? Could it be that this young marshal is a fake? The young marshal and the young marshal's wife are here. You have no right to speak. Alright, my dear sister, we previously already had dealings with this so-called young marshal. What his true capabilities are, Don't you know in your heart?
Lady Shaxian, this is already your second time offending the young marshal. If you dare to be presumptuous again, my marshal's residence will certainly not spare your axe gang.
Young marshal. A dignified young marshal who can't even use a gun? This gang leader has learned that the real young marshal was assassinated and died on his way back to the city. This person can't even fire a gun. I think he's just a charlatan.
It's over now. The truth is exposed.
Nonsense. I have been the young marshal's wife for many years. Whether he is real or fake, how could I not know?
Young marshal's wife. There's no need to be angry. This gang leader did indeed receive intelligence that the real young marshal was assassinated with a direct stab to the chest. Whether this person is real or fake, one look will tell.
Impudent. How dare you defy your superior?
Madam, why are you so nervous? Could it be that this is someone you found to impersonate him?
Lei Zhexian, I think you're tired of living.
Finding someone to impersonate the young marshal? I think it's you who's tired of living.
Madam, gang leader Lei is absolutely right. We'll know at a glance whether it's true or false.
No need to say more to them. Watch me, the gang leader, personally expose this young marshal.
You dare.
What is there to fear?
How audacious, Lei Shaxian. First, you attempted to assassinate me right on the street, and then caused a major disturbance at my marshal's residence. What? Do you want to rebel?
Putting on a human-like facade. Trying to fool me, but it's not quite good enough.
Gang leader Lei, this is trying to cut off the future of my marshal's residence. No, this feel.
Hooligan! Lei Zhexian, I think you've eaten the guts of a leopard.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
No wonder. She's so captivating that even I can't forget her. So this gang leader Lei is also a woman of extraordinary beauty. The renowned gang leader Lei. Who would have thought she's also a beauty of unparalleled grace?
I'm the genuine article. Whether you are genuine or not, I don't know.
Young marshal, be careful.
Young marshal, be careful. This.
Do you still need to ask what this is? All these scars on my body were all obtained from the battlefield. This scar was inflicted by an ambush when I returned to Haikang. As for this knife scar, Lei Zhexian may not know, but don't you, Suqiejin, know either.
This knife scar was from 3 years ago on the battlefield, when the young marshal, to protect me, was cut and injured by someone.
You repay kindness with enmity. Today, you caused a major disturbance at my marshal's residence. This slap is merely a slight punishment. If there's a next time, you will be dealt with by military law.
Your subordinate admits guilt.
And you. Duty. You repeatedly claimed that the real young marshal had died from assassination. Then I am the real young marshal.
Genuine, no substitutes.
Am I the one my wife found to impersonate?
Absolutely not. It was I you presumed.
Since you know you presumed, then gang leader Lei, how should you compensate?
In the future, if the young marshal has a need, my axe gang will definitely lend a hand. Farewell. This young marshal is quite interesting.
Since there's nothing further, then your subordinate will take his leave first. Young marshal, rest and recover peacefully.
Scram. You scared me to death. You scared me to death.
I didn't expect this Lei Zhexian to be a woman. However, looking at her attitude, young marshal, today, I'm afraid you've incurred another romantic debt.
Your injuries.
Except for this one. The rest are fake. Just with the makeup tricks. of the girls from Paramount Ballroom.
But the way you were just now, it was still too risky. If anything went wrong, everything would be over.
Don't worry, I'm someone who values my life so much. How could I do something without certainty? Before this, I had already investigated the young marshal's life thoroughly. I guess that's Suchajan. Seeing my body full of scars would recall those days of fighting on the battlefield. And his momentary silence was enough for me.
Don't be so smug, although you've managed to fool them. With a few tricks for now, but right now, there are more important matters to accomplish. Currently, Haiching is a place of strategic importance, and Han Zhenting's power is growing daily. If you want to successfully take over military affairs, you must acquire military funds, and marrying the richest person in Haiching, Jiang Xinyue, the president of the Shipping Association, is undoubtedly the fastest and most effective method.
Zhang Xinyu.
Shipping General Association, Jiang Xinyu. What's your life?
The film
You
was
want me to marry
translated
someone who wants to
and
kill me as my
narrated
wife.
by M.
Don't
Media.
worry. Jiang Xinyu returned from studying abroad. And as for her marriage, she still has to listen to her family. That day, she was just being unruly. The wedding banquet will be held soon. You just need to attend.
Don't worry. Since I can arrange for you to take a second concubine, I naturally have a way to train her to be obedient.
You can make Sister Shaxiao obedient. You have that ability. But thinking about Zhang Xinyu, she's quite attractive, isn't she?
With me, Zhao Qiao here. How dare you say other women are good?
I warn you, you are only taking a second concubine. On behalf of the young marshal, if you dare to have any improper thoughts, I will personally castrate you.
I wouldn't dare, I wouldn't dare, I wouldn't dare. But, before that, could I ask for your help?
Speak.
Done. One want to promote this equipment throughout the entire nation. Then the information I need. Won't it be easily obtained?
Marshal Han.
How is it?
Today, I instigated Lei Jiaxian to go with me to the marshal's mansion to investigate. Although Zhang Kefan sustained minor injuries, they are not serious. Moreover, that person is indeed young Marshal Zhang Kefan, without a doubt. His lover, Sister Zhao Qia from Paramount Ballroom, also rushed to visit him. It absolutely cannot be fake.
How is that possible? Du Kaisheng deliberately stabbed him.
Han Zhenting.
He should have lost half his life even if he didn't die.
But today, the young marshal revealed his wounds. I have served as his adjutant for many years. Every wound on the young marshal's body, I am even clearer about them than his wife. If he were fake, it would be absolutely impossible to feign to such an extent.
My
The film was
information can
translated
absolutely not
and
be wrong.
narrated by M. Media.
This young marshal, isn't he supposed to marry into the shipping association and take Zhang Xinyu as his second concubine? At the wedding banquet then, I will have my own way to see if this young marshal is real or fake.
Thank you all for gracing us with your presence,
Commander Liu,
for taking time out of your busy schedules to attend
Zhang Nengguo,
the wedding banquet of my humble daughter and young Marshal Zhang Kefan. Chairman Zhang, you are too kind. I, Liu, am merely a military commander. To be invited to the wedding banquet of your esteemed daughter and the young marshal is truly a great honor for us. To be frank with you all, nowadays, the situation is unstable. With the young marshal's protection, my heart has indeed been relieved by more than half. The auspicious hour is approaching. Young master, why has he not arrived yet? Today's grand wedding concerns the shipping association and the young marshal joining forces, a major event. We absolutely must not have any mistakes. The young marshal has arrived. Greetings, young marshal.
Greetings, young marshal.
Dispense with the formalities.
Thank you, young marshal.
Thank you, young marshal.
The chairman of Hiking Shipping Association, Zhang Nengguo, greets your excellency, the young marshal.
Dispense with the formalities.
Young marshal, The auspicious hour has arrived. Let us begin. Please welcome Xinyu.
I never imagined that the one who was bearing her fangs and claws just days ago, threatening to kill me, Miss John, would turn out to be such a filial daughter.
Zhang Kefan, don't celebrate too soon. I don't know what means you used to force my father to agree to this marriage. But I, Jiang Xinyu, sort of die
The film
rather than
was was
marry someone I don't love.
translated And narrated by M Media.
We will only be husband and wife in name. I will absolutely not touch you in the slightest.
The young marshal and Miss Zhang are truly a perfect match of talented man and beautiful woman. Congratulations.
Congratulations, young marshal.
May you have many sons soon. May you live happily ever after. We wish the young marshal 100 years of good harmony.
This young marshal compared to the rumors seems a bit different.
This young marshal is fake.
Who are you? How dare you speak such outrageous words? Do you know where this is? Hurry and kowtow, apologize, and get out. How dare you cause trouble at the young marshal's wedding banquet? You have a death wish.
All of you, before an imposter, are fawning and subservient. You are simply disgracing the reputation of hiking's elite.
Imposter. What a joke. My shipping association is marrying into the marshal's mansion. This matter has been discussed for a long time. Could it be that I can't even recognize my own esteemed son-in-law? Trespassing at the young marshal's wedding banquet and daring to be disrespectful to the young marshal. Today, I'll let you walk in a pride and be carried out horizontally.
Make me leave horizontally? In the entire hiking, anyone who can make me leave horizontally hasn't been born yet.
What's going on here? Young marshal. Regarding today's matter, this old man's arrangements were not thorough. I didn't expect that a villain would come here to cause trouble. This old man will drive him away right now. The president has already spoken. Why aren't you getting out?
You old geezer. Your precious daughter is about to marry an imposter. And you're still secretly rejoicing here. The true young marshal is already dead.
Translated and
Nonsense.
narrated by
This
M
person really
Media.
has the audacity of a tiger and a leopard. Not only does he say the young marshal is fake, he also says young marshal is already dead. Indeed, young marshal, who has passed 5 passes and slain 6 generals, anyone who can harm the young marshal, hasn't been born yet.
Do you truly believe your young marshal has an indestructible body?
This is the commander's order of the Han faction warlord. Could this person be Han Genting, the young marshal's adversary? Han Genting's influence is growing stronger day by day. Commander, that's why the young marshal was urgently summoned back to hiking to take over military affairs. It seems he has ill intentions today.
Our army has received definite news. Young Marshal Zhang Kefan was assassinated and died on his way back. This young marshal in front of you is nothing more than a charlatan.
Presumptuous, Han Genting. Today is the joyous day of my marriage with Miss John. I don't wish to cause any further complications. If you sincerely wish to offer congratulations, then there's a cup of wedding wine for you. If not, Commander Liu, escort the guest out.
Then I'd like to see if you'll escort me out, or if I'll send you to your funeral. Bring it up.
This is the young marshal's 8 trigrams dragon coffin. 8 trigrams dragon coffin.
8 trigrams dragon coffin.
That's right. In the past, young Marshal Zhang Kefan regarded death as light as a feather and carried his coffin to battle. This is known to all.
What is this thing now? Qin Kexin, she never told me about this. Wife, please come back quickly. I can't hold on anymore.
Young Marshal Zhang Kefan ordered that this be crafted by the descendants of Lu Ban over 8 years. You trash. You probably haven't seen it, have you?
Han Genting, you randomly brought a coffin. I think you're deliberately looking for trouble.
I should have known that you wouldn't recognize this coffin. Short-sighted. Each of you has never seen the world.
You Adjutant Zhu and gang leader Lei have arrived.
The film was translated.
I never
and
expected this
narrated
Lei Jiaxian
by M Media.
to be such a stunning beauty.
Lei Jiaxian. The leader of the Axe gang is a woman. Adjutant Zhu Tijin greets the young marshal.
Why bow to a fake young marshal? Adjutant Zhu. Tell everyone. This dragon accompanying the marshal. Is it real or fake?
8 trigrams dragon coffin. This is the 8 trigrams dragon coffin that the young marshal took with him when he marched to war.
It is rumored that the 8 trigrams dragon plate on the dragon coffin is not only the key to opening the divine coffin, but also an anti-theft device. It is connected to deadly mechanisms inside. Only the young marshal himself can personally open the coffin. If anyone else presumes to open the coffin, there is only one outcome: death.
That's right. This coffin is unique. If he truly is the real young marshal, then why is this dragon coffin in my possession?
Could it be that this young marshal before us is truly fake?
Perceptive.
The networking matter. I hope they have already arranged it. Let my AI program connect to the internet to help me crack this wretched coffin. Otherwise, this challenge might not be overcome.
Stop stalling. I see you are a fake. You wouldn't dare open it, would you? All right. Since you don't dare, I'll find a subordinate to scout the way for you.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Guards! Drag him out!
How dare you, Han Zhenting? You stained the young marshal's wedding banquet with blood. What crime do you deserve?
Connecting to network.
Good heavens. If I can't connect to the network today, won't I be the next one to die?
Howard, Han Zhenting is getting too arrogant to such an extent. And you can still tolerate it?
Young marshal. Han Zhenting is utterly audacious, daring to indiscriminately kill innocents at the wedding banquet. Indeed, we ask the young marshal to order this man's execution, as a warning to others.
We asked the young marshal to execute this man
We ask the young marshal to order this man's execution.
as a warning to others.
Being forced into action. I cannot show weakness, otherwise, I'm finished. Han Zhenting, you are spouting nonsense. First, you questioned my authority, and then you committed violence and caused chaos at this wedding banquet today. I will surely take your head.
You want my life? All right. As long as you open this coffin. My head, Han Zhenting's, will be yours.
All right, good. If we can, in one fell swoop today, eliminate Han Zhenting, the young marshal in hiking, we'll have no more obstacles. We ask the young marshal to open the coffin and see Han Zhenting to his end. Please, young marshal, open the coffin for Han Zhenting to meet his end.
Wife, Sister Shaxiao, if you don't come soon, my life, I'm afraid, will be lost here.
Kid, if you cannot open this coffin, I will send you to meet the King of Hell.
Marshal Han's words are absolutely correct. We ask the young marshal to quickly open this coffin.
Network connection successful. It connected. It's just opening a coffin. A piece of cake. Wife, it still has to be you. Wife, the internet has been successfully set up.
Don't take advantage of me. You still don't trust me to handle things?
Madam Young Marshal, this man is utterly audacious, daring to impersonate the young marshal, and almost deceived everyone present. Please quickly issue an order to apprehend this man.
Guards! Apprehend him.
Madam, what is the meaning of this?
Xu Jiejin, how dare you? Repeatedly question the young marshal. What is your offense?
Your subordinate is innocent, having followed the young marshal, campaigning across the land for over 10 years, achieving countless merits. Now, the rumors of the young marshal's demise are
The film
rampant.
was
It is precisely because I am
and
worried about the young
narrated
marshal's
by M
safety
Media.
that I harbored such suspicions. How then did I become a traitor?
Adjutant Xu, do you dare swear that you harbor no disloyalty towards the young marshal?
Absolutely no disloyalty.
Then why did you repeatedly question the young marshal? When can this 8 trigrams dragon coffin be opened? As the young marshal's adjutant, are you also like them? Unclear about this.
Your subordinate admits his mistake. Please, young marshal's wife, mete out the punishment.
Indeed, she is the woman I, the marshal, have chosen. remaining unfazed even when Mount Tai collapses before her. I was wondering why this young coachman dared to impersonate the young marshal. So it turns out you were backing him up.
Han Zhenting, what nonsense are you spouting?
No wonder the Zhang family was so eager to form a marital alliance with my Zhang family. So the true young marshal had already lost his life.
Miss Jiang, don't listen to them. Han Zhenting, although the Zhang family and the Han family have always been at odds, they are both main forces protecting Heiqing. To slander my husband at his wedding banquet is truly despicable.
Madam Zhang, how magnanimous of you, as the principal wife, to personally arrange for the young marshal to take a second wife. If this man were truly the young marshal, your wedded husband, taking another wife, would you, Madam Zhang, today, still protect him like this? Since I am here today, I can prove that you are an imposter. Unless you open it.
Han Zhenting's words are not without reason. Young marshal's wife, please do not obstruct. Please ask him to open the coffin and prove himself.
Young marshal, please. Open the coffin and prove yourself. Do not let Han Zhenting ruin the important matter of the alliance between our two families. Sister Zhao Kia has arrived.
Xiaoqia,
Zhao Kia. You preside over the paramount ballroom, infatuated with the young marshal, and wishing to enter the marshal's residence. Today, do you intend to cause trouble?
President, rest assured. I, Xiao do not mind sharing a husband with Miss Zhang. You vile creature from the Paramount Ballroom, who wants to share a husband with you?
The paramount ballroom is a mixed bag of people, and its backing forces are immeasurable. Do not be rude.
Everyone. Han Zhenting, this treacherous villain. I already have evidence of your plot. To harm the young marshal?
What?
Plotting to harm the young marshal? Han Zhenting actually has such audacity.
since Sister Xiaoqia has arrived, I won't hide it from you all. That's right. Your young marshal Zhang Kefan has already been killed by the one I hired, Du Kaisheng, the top assassin of Hiking, with a single strike, dying on the spot. Therefore, this one before your eyes is an imposter.
The young marshal is dead. So these are all
The
true.
film was translated
He is the imposter
and
young marshal.
narrated by M.
The young
Media.
marshal was indeed assassinated on his way back. But fortunately, good fortune favors the virtuous. And he is now standing before all of you.
You truly are. You won't give up until you're faced with undeniable proof.
Diyu Chaosheng is merely a gangster assassin. You might be overestimating him too much.
With Du Kaisheng personally taking action, the young marshal absolutely has no chance of survival. Why not let this imposter come over and open this coffin? What's wrong? He doesn't dare.
Han Zhenting, you're courting death.
If he truly is the young marshal, how could he hide behind two women? He truly has no shame. How could he possibly be worthy of these two stunning beauties? Why not hand over these two unparalleled beauties for me to have a taste?
Father, save me.
If what Han Zhenting said is true, and the true young marshal is dead, then Haiking's future will undoubtedly be Han Zhenting's domain. My Zhang family's immense wealth will still need Han Zhenting to protect it. The young marshal is dead. Marshal Han, if you fancy my humble daughter, that would be her good fortune.
Father, are you truly going to, just to protect the Jiang family, hand me over to this beast?
What a shrewd opportunist. Old scoundrel. I admire you. I will be a little more gentle with your daughter. You bitch. You want to die, do you? I'll grant your wish. Since you're Fiank, dares not open the coffin, I'll use you to open the coffin and offer a sacrifice.
Stop.
What? Still not giving up?
You dare touch this young marshal's woman. Are you courting death?
The act of pretending to be the young marshal hasn't ended yet.
It is you who have been questioning that the young marshal is dead. Your schemes and tricks have long been exposed.
Yet you are still trying to cover it up.
Madame Zhang is truly persistent. So eager to cover up the truth for him.
Qian Senlian. Kun Liujuan. Sun Yongyu. The young marshal's method to crack the dragon gate has been found.
This method to crack the dragon gate. Even I don't know. How could you know? Are you truly seeking death?
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Han Zhenting, let her go. Otherwise, I'll take your life.
Death is imminent. Still daring to cause mischief. Open the coffin first, then speak.
I remember you once said, once I open the coffin, you will offer your head. As a sacrifice.
Exactly.
Good. You and I are both commanders. Once this marshal opens this coffin, you'd best keep your word.
You, an imposter. Rashly opening the coffin. Just wait for death.
I see this fake young marshal. How much longer he can last. He won't even know how he died in a moment.
Seeking dragons and dividing gold. Observe the winding mountains. Each layer of winding is a barrier. Fortunately, Maya gave me an idea. The 8 trigrams compass and within the mechanism, countless gears connected to form a mechanism. Although I don't know the exact password, the principle is no different from a modern safe.
Young marshal.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
He really dares to open the coffin. An imposter seeking his own death. Go to hell.
I tried to kill him repeatedly. Even father, in order to protect our vast family fortune, gave me to that beast Han Zhenting. He actually disregarded past grievances and saved me. No poisoned arrows were shot out.
This fellow actually opened it. How is that possible?
Is it open? It must be open.
You, a fake. How could you possibly know the decryption method of the dragon coffin? I think it's just that the poisoned arrows weren't shot out. Pure luck.
Perhaps you act purely by chance. But this marshal never does anything without certainty. Didn't you repeatedly claim that this marshal is an imposter? And you? Didn't you say only the true young marshal could open this coffin? And all of you, vacillating. Didn't you all say this marshal is fake? Open your dog eyes and see clearly whether this marshal can open this coffin.
Impossible. This is absolutely impossible. The true young marshal is already dead.
What you think is merely what you think. This marshal merely wanted to, before taking over the military affairs of Haikang, see clearly who is an enemy and who is a friend. This wedding banquet today truly allowed me to see things clearly.
This fellow is actually the young marshal.
This fellow is actually the young marshal.
My dear son-in-law. Just now, it was due to circumstances. You are a magnanimous person. You wouldn't hold it against this old man, would you?
Shut up. Han Zhenting. You. Now it's time to fulfill your promise, isn't it?
Marshal Han wouldn't go back on his word, would he? The young marshal's identity has been confirmed. What else do you have to say? Han Zhenting, today, you repeatedly humiliated the young marshal. And even tried to harm my daughter. As things stand now, are you still not going to take your own life and apologize to the young marshal, begging for forgiveness, begging for forgiveness?
Begging for forgiveness, begging for forgiveness.
You want my life? Come and get it yourself.
I was foolish to consider you someone important, consider you an opponent. You actually used a woman as a human shield.
This old man was foolish. A moment of confusion. I implore young marshal to save Xinyu. The Zhang family only has this one daughter.
Han Zhenting, what do you intend to do?
What do I intend to do? Today, I will make Zhang Kefin's joyful occasion turn into a funeral. Since your coffin is open, then let your second concubine lie inside it herself. Lei Zhaishan, how dare you ruin my plans?
Many thanks to Gang Leader Lei for your righteous rescue. No need to thank me. I merely believe that grievances between men should not involve women.
This Lei Zhaishan is truly one who stands up against injustice, a straightforward and generous character.
Xinyu, are you alright?
Since you don't care whether I live or die, why bother feigning concern here? Young Marshal, from today onwards, I, Zhang Xinyu, am your woman. Today, Han Zhenting caused a great disturbance at our wedding. How should he be dealt with? Please give your order.
Please, young marshal, give the order to deal with this person.
I remember in my previous life, the Japanese invaded Haikang. Han Zhenting led an army to resist to the death. Calculating the time, it will be soon. If I deal with him at this critical juncture, wouldn't I be losing an important aid? Everyone knows I carried a coffin to war, but what they don't know is, I carried the coffin not for myself,
but
for those fallen brothers.
Media.
Inside this coffin are actually the relics of the soldiers from the army.
That's right. This marshal can be where he is today. Entirely thanks to these brothers, and this coffin is to bring their heroic souls back. Han Zhenting, this marshal, considering that you once achieved military merits, can spare you. However, you must kneel before this dragon coffin and apologize. And you, who questioned this marshal's identity repeatedly, are you worthy of these brothers who died on the battlefield? You must kneel before the dragon coffin and apologize. Otherwise, this marshal will certainly not let you off lightly.
As long as the Green Mountains remain, there will be wood to burn. It's better to save your life first.
It seems the tide has turned today. If I don't leave now, it won't be so easy later. All right. I'll kneel. However, Zhang Kefan, I tell you, one day, when I control Haiking's military power, you will be the first one whose life I take.
With this marshal here, you won't have that chance.
Hurry up and get out. Get out. Hurry up and get out. Get out. Get out. Hurry up and get out.
Why aren't you leaving quickly?
Chairman Zhang, I originally thought that, with you serving as the president of Haiking's Shipping Association for so many years, you would surely be a formidable figure. Today, you made me underestimate you.
Thank you, gang leader Lei, for saving my life. This old man will never forget this favor. I've noted it. Young marshal, you and my humble daughter.
Zhang Kefan, I am not one to force others. If Miss Zhang does not agree, then the marriage alliance between our two families will be called off.
Zhang Fan, Marshal's Mansion, and General Shipping Association for Marriage Alliance is a matter of great importance. How dare you act on your own accord?
No, I am willing. I, Zhang Xinyu, voluntarily agreed to enter the Marshal's mansion as the second concubine, and I do so wholeheartedly.
Good. Excellent. Indeed, she is my daughter.
Dad, I truly didn't expect that. For your own benefit, you would actually use me as a pawn in your game.
Xin Yu, I have wronged you. Today, here, please give me some face.
Then I ask you, if I marry the young Marshal, will the dowry you promised me earlier still count?
It counts. Of course it counts.
Good. Since today, my life, Zhang Xinyu's life, belongs to the young Marshal. Then from now on, the thousands of people of the General Shipping Association and its immense wealth are at the young Marshal's disposal.
This young lass is also a person of strong character.
The young marshal and Miss Zhang are truly a match made in heaven. This is indeed a great fortune for Haiking. Young marshal, it's time for the bridal chamber.
Wedding night. Oh my god. I, a programmer and corporate drone, unexpectedly traveled back to the Republic of China era. Not only did I become the young marshal, above thousands, but now I also have a beauty in my arms. She wants to enter the bridal chamber with me. Who could resist this?
Young Marshal, it's getting late. It's time to rest.
If I really dared to rest with you, I'm afraid Chin Kexin would tomorrow make me rest forever.
Come on.
No.
Young Marshal, you're bleeding from your nose.
It's probably because Han Zhenting today made me too agitated.
Then let me help you relieve that heat. Young Marshal, after tonight, I will be your woman. You must take responsibility for me.
Someone who studied abroad and returned is truly open-minded. But I'm not the real young marshal. How can I take responsibility? I'm sorry, Xinyu.
Alright. I don't think you're blaming Jiang Fan for being out of line. You're clearly just jealous.
He's an imposter. Why would I be jealous?
In the past, when I was closer to the young marshal, I never saw you act like this. The two of you are clearly just a couple in name only. Others might not know, but how could I not know? Admit it, Sister Kexin. You clearly have feelings for this young chauffeur.
I don't.
Wife,
Didn't you go to the bridal chamber, you rascal?
Sister Shaxia. Although I don't have the skill to shoot, I do have the skill to press the gun.
You rascal, how dare you make lewd jokes to me? Be careful, or I'll tear your mouth apart.
Why are you here? Where is your second concubine?
Knocked out. If I were to make excuses and not go through the motions, if someone with ulterior motives discovered something amiss, what would happen?
You're smart to know your place.
Besides, I only have you in my heart. With you here. How could I dare to act presumptuously?
Stop with the glib talk. Although at the wedding banquet, you successfully opened the dragon coffin and temporarily fooled Han Zhenting. However, as long as you haven't officially taken over military affairs, Han Zhenting will definitely not give up.
That's right. Based on my understanding of Han Zhenting, he is a vengeful person.
Then what should we do? You promised to protect me well.
Moreover, the young marshal was always devoted to military life, defending against enemies outside, and rarely interacted with the prominent figures and nobles of Heiqing. From now on, in Heiqing, it's likely to cause a lot of trouble.
Marshal Han, save me. Reporting to the marshal. At the last wedding banquet, although Zhang Fan opened the dragon coffin and proved his identity, he forgot that he was adopted by a carriage shop since childhood. There are people in Heiqing who recognize him. The young marshal is a coachman, the one Zhang Fan impersonated. This person is a witness. Yes, Marshal Han. How could Zhang Fan possibly be the young marshal? He is an imposter. Don't worry, I will definitely, on behalf of the young marshal, expose his false identity.
Is that true?
What this humble one says is all true. Every word is true.
Do you have proof?
On Zhang Fan's chest, there is a mole.
Good. Very good. Zhang Fan. You are dead. Adjutant Zhu. Well done.
Marshal Han. At the last wedding banquet, Zhang Fan, this imposter, dared to insult you to such an extent. When shall we act?
No hurry. Once he takes charge of Heiqing's military affairs, he will certainly have to first pacify the Axe Gang. Lei Jiaxian of the Axe Gang is not so easy to deal with.
Your subordinate has heard that Lei Jiaxian will soon host a martial arts competition and has declared that whoever defeats her will pacify the Axe Gang.
Pacify the Axe Gang. I am determined to win. At that time, I will, in front of all of Heiqing, kill him. To kill the chicken to scare the monkey.
Martial arts competition.
Indeed. A few days ago, the marshal's residence and Han Zhenting both issued a pacification order to the Axe Gang. Lei Jiaxian, leader of the Axe Gang, is holding a martial arts competition and has declared that only the victor's pacification will be accepted.
The competition? Me? No. I'm fine with just putting on a show. If you really make me participate, I'd be beaten into a sieve.
Get up. The commander is outside resisting the Japanese invaders. Now, the young marshal is vying for power with Han Zhenting. Only by pacifying the Axe Gang can one gain the upper hand. The martial arts competition. You must go, whether you want to or not.
Alright, Sister Shin, he's the kind of guy who spends all day just banging and clanging on that iron plate. What's the use of forcing him?
Also right.
Let alone that he isn't the real young marshal, with his small physique. Even our army's
The film
coachman
was
could tear him in half.
translated and
Lei
narrated
Jiaxian
by
pulling
M
this stunt.
Media.
is quite troublesome now. He's actually fake.
Who?
Don't hurt anyone.
You are the fake young marshal. Looking across the entire Haiqing, only Sister Xiaojiao and I, two people know. Now that she has heard it, she naturally cannot be allowed to live.
No. 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 Let's talk things over. Besides, she is still my second concubine.
Second concubine? Do you believe, if I spare her today, before the martial arts competition, Han Zhenting and Li Zhaixin make their move, your second concubine will take your life tomorrow?
I have a way for the martial arts competition.
You'd be so kind as to help me.
I'm not helping you. But him. When I first went to the marshal's mansion to be the second concubine, it wasn't for the prestige of the marshal's mansion, nor was it for the young marshal's status. I, Zhang Xinyu, married Zhang Fan, the person. When husband and wife are of one heart, if he has difficulties, I naturally must help.
Then tell me how you'll help me.
Back then, when I was studying abroad, I experienced modern military training abroad. From today onwards, I will be your coach.
All right, then let's, as husband and wife, be of one heart, and our combined strength will cut through metal.
Indeed, clothes make the man. This young coachman, after changing into this outfit, instantly exudes masculinity. It truly makes my heart flutter. This outfit was bought by me through someone abroad. The price was considerable. Sister Shoxiao, flutter as your heart may. Don't forget, he is my man. What if he's yours?
How is it? Help me check.
10 shots. All missed the target.
Could it be that everything we've done these past few days is truly going to be in vain?
Wait for me.
Just that broken iron plate of yours, tap it, and you can hit the target? You're fooling ghosts.
Done. Come on, let me try again. How about this time?
10 rings. How did you do that?
Shooting accuracy is linked to aiming accuracy. And there are only two factors that affect aiming accuracy. One is air humidity, and the other is wind direction.
Exactly. Strong wind will cause the bullet's trajectory to deviate from the original aiming point. Therefore, when a shooter aims at a target, they need to adjust the aiming point according to the wind speed to perform what is called crosswind compensation.
That's right.
Then what does it mean? That air humidity affects the aiming position?
Sister Shaoxia, you wouldn't understand this. Air humidity affects atmospheric density. The higher the humidity, the lower the air density, the less the bullet drops.
Enough talk. How exactly did you do it?
An excellent marksman can accurately determine wind direction, wind speed, and air humidity. Although I am not an excellent marksman, but I have this.
The film
Through
was
it,
translated
I established a
and
model of my
narrated
position
by M.
and the
Media.
target's position. My AI program will accurately help me analyze wind direction, wind speed, and air humidity, and tell me the optimal aiming position.
This thing, is it really as miraculous as you say?
If you don't believe me, come and try it. Listen to the sound in my earpiece.
Westerly wind, 16 kilometers per hour. Air humidity 35%. Suggested aiming point has been projected. Please shoot. This AI. It even marked the aiming point for me.
This is just the simplest. Thermal imaging. Try shooting.
Ten rings. What a surprise, all 10 rings.
Don't forget, I'm a programmer. Modifying these small devices is a small matter to me.
Great. Then we're sure to win. Let's go. I'll continue to help you with physical training.
Go.
Take this with you. It will definitely be helpful too. Stop looking. She's already gone.
Who said I was looking at him?
Stubborn as a mule? Admit it. You've already fallen for this young coachman.
Say another word, and I'll flatten your paramount ballroom.
Okay, my dear sister Shin. If you're truly not tempted, then I won't be polite.
John Keffin.
You and I are merely husband and wife in name only.
Commander Zhang raised me, and his kindness to me is as heavy as a mountain. Since I promised him that I would help you smoothly take over military affairs, I will certainly keep my word.
After I return to Haiking to take over military affairs, we will
Divorce.
Young Marshal and Chin Kexin, or loving couple. Now, with the young Marshal's fate unknown, Chin Kexin can only gaze at his belongings and miss him. It seems her feelings for the young Marshal are truly deep and unwavering.
You're here.
Sister Din,
The film was
don't be too sad.
translated and
I know the young
narrated
Marshal's
by
fate is
M
unknown and his
Media.
whereabouts are unknown, but isn't Sister Xiao still helping you search? Don't worry.
Mind your own business. Training has been going on for some time now. How is it? Do you have confidence?
Don't worry. I promised you I'd help the young Marshal get revenge. And I will certainly keep my word.
You're injured.
It's nothing. Just training. Sister Din, if the young Marshal dies, I'll risk my life. We'll also protect you.
Shut your jinxing mouth.
Chin Kexin, if you weren't the young Marshal's wife, no matter what, I will still make you my woman. What a pity.
Little coachman, you've worked hard for many days. Today, let me properly reward you. Zhao Qiao, what are you doing here? Of course, I'm here to say some private words. Zhao Qiao, don't think I don't know what schemes you're plotting. But I warn you, I'm the second concubine. You should know when to stop.
The martial arts competition is imminent. It's you who should know when to stop.
The long night is unbearably lonely. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Tomorrow is the martial arts competition. You two should quickly go back to sleep. Don't disturb the young marshal's rest.
He's not the real young Marshal anyway. Why put on airs like the main wife? Exactly. Since we've all taken a liking to the same man, then let's each rely on our own abilities.
Why are you all here?
Of course, it's because you've worked hard these past few days to reward you. Young Marshal,
Sister Xiaoxia, what's wrong with you?
I already said I'd reward you. What? Not welcome? Zhao Qiao, in my presence, you're trying to flirt with my man. You're going too far.
I'm here. Who among you dares to touch him?
Who would have thought that I, a loser programmer, could make three beauties compete for my affection? This, everyone, calm down a bit. Since I agreed to impersonate the young marshal for you, it's only right to put in some effort.
Exactly. He's just an imposter. One of you is the young marshal's wife, and the other is the young marshal's second concubine. There's no need to keep saying here that he is your man. Your man is the young marshal. As for me, I want this little coachman to be my man. I'm determined to have him. I didn't marry the young marshal either, but this little coachman, none of you should try to snatch him from me.
Tomorrow is the martial arts competition. You're simply being ridiculous.
Sister Kexin, you couldn't have also taken a liking to this little coachman, could you? And are trying to find an excuse to send us away, are you?
Nonsense.
The film
Everyone
was
has worked hard
translated
recently.
and
Let's drink
narrated
together.
by
Let's have a drink
media.
together.
Young marshal, drink mine.
You like to drink, don't you? Then today, drink your fill.
Drink. Have one drink.
He's my husband.
One by one. Drink one by one.
Come on.
Let's drink together. Come on. Let's have a drink. Come on.
He is my husband.
Wife? I miss you so much.
What am I expecting? Damn it. Could it be that I really am falling for this guy?
Even if you have a bit of cleverness, and managed to open the dragon coffin yesterday. But today, it's a real display of skill. Let's see how you cope.
What is there to fear?
Han Zhenting, Zhang Kefin. You two both wish to pacify my axe gang? I know. I, Lei Jaishan, am not someone who is ignorant of current affairs. Today, a martial arts competition has been organized. The victor shall be king. Whoever wins. I, Lei Jaishan, will accept their offer of pacification. The competition is divided into 2 rounds. The first round, a test of skill. The second round, a test of marksmanship.
Can marksmanship also be cheated with AI? This skill. How can I do this?
How come? Your skill in bed is good, but off the bed, it's no good.
Last night, nothing happened, okay.
Don't worry, I've made the arrangements.
Go.
Go all out. Beat this good for nothing to death.
Yes. Hit him, hit him, hit him.
Last night was too absurd. They wouldn't be taking this opportunity to team up and trick me, would they?
Hit him, hit him.
Hit him? I think he's hitting me, though. Qin Kexin and Zhang Xinyu, they wouldn't be because of Xiaoguo's matter. Trying to take this opportunity to deal with me, would they?
Ghost Fame.
Young Marshal, be careful.
I know Han Zhenting would send you to fight the young marshal. I also know your elderly mother at home is gravely ill. This is a small token of my regard.
You want me to go easy?
The young marshal is a man of supreme dignity. If you dare to harm him, do you think the thousands of soldiers in my marshal's residence will let you off lightly? The young marshal taking over Haiking's military affairs is the general trend. Take this money. It will not only save your elderly mother's life, but also secure your own future.
All
The film
right,
was
I agree.
translated and narrated by media.
What a perfect example of money making the mare go.
Come on, again.
Again, come on.
I give up. I give up.
How is that possible?
First round. Young Marshal Zhang Kefan wins.
Zhang Xinyu, you must have played a trick, didn't you?
What are you talking about? How can this young lady not understand? Marshal Han, please calm down. For now, let's consider Zhang Kafin the winner this time. But to dare to play tricks under the nose of this gang leader. Next round, the shooting competition. This gang leader will personally participate to duel with the young marshal.
Imposter. Live ammunition. Do you dare to compete?
How about it, young marshal? Do you dare?
Why wouldn't I dare?
Alright. Since that's the case, why doesn't Master Han personally enter the arena? The three of us? Let's have a decisive match today.
Gang leader Lei's marksmanship is unparalleled. I, Han, admit my inferiority. However, I have invited a master today.
Who possesses such great skill? To be worthy of your invitation?
Hiking's top assassin. Du Kaisheng.
Young Marshal.
Duki Aoshing.
Du Jiaosheng.
What's wrong?
He was the one who assassinated the young marshal.
It's you.
Young Marshal truly has a tough life. Even a knife to the chest couldn't take your life. This time, I'm afraid you won't be so lucky.
Du Jiaosheng, you dare to assassinate the young marshal. I'll take your life.
The real show is about to begin.
Stop. Calm down. Gang leader Lei. It was my wife's momentary anger. Today's martial arts competition was originally meant to resolve matters peacefully. Why must everyone resort to conflict?
This gang leader neither seeks trouble nor fears it. If you push me too far, I'll overturn the table and no one will be able to live peacefully in hiking.
Then let's start the competition.
Second round, shooting competition. Begin.
Han Zhenting deliberately arranged this, precisely to provoke you. Don't fall for his trick. Now, recruiting the Axe Gang is the most important matter. Don't worry. The young marshal's revenge. I will avenge for you.
An imposter dares to lay a hand on the woman this marshal fancies. When today's matter is over, I, Han Zhenting, will definitely make you King Kexin. My woman.
Zhang Fan, you idiot. I was clearly worried that Du Jiaosheng would harm you.
Be careful.
Tomorrow's martial arts competition. It's not appropriate for me to operate it myself. I'll have to trouble Sister Zichia to help me start the program.
I don't know how. You teach me.
It's very simple. Just like this. First, open here. Then, if I win the martial arts competition, then accept this marshal's recruitment. I hope gang leader Lei keeps her word.
A defeated subordinate. In front of me. How can you win?
You, Zhang. This round under my very nose. If you dare to play any more tricks, this gang leader will personally take your life.
Zhang Fan has already won one round. If he wins this round again, then we've completely lost.
Hiking's #1 assassin. Du Kaisheng personally took action. Even if the real young marshal came, he might not necessarily win. What's more,
The film was
this one in front of us
translated
is
and
just an
narrated
imposter.
by M Media.
The AI program has been launched. Aiming point cast completed. Please commence firing. Okay.
Ready. Commence firing. The martial arts tournament only has 2 rounds. This time, gang leader Lei, I'm afraid there will be an extra round.
The one who can pacify my Axe Gang doesn't play by best 2 out of 3, but rather a strong individual who can win every round. Otherwise, do you think my Axe Gang has its current prosperity in hiking? Relies on luck?
Du Qiaoxing. How do you know that I, the young marshal, will definitely lose?
Gang leader. The result is out. Winner, young Marshal Fang Kefan. What?
What?
It's definitely cheating.
10 rings every shot. How is that possible? Bring him up to me.
Yes. Come here. Marshal Han, Marshal Han.
Is this fake? What do you mean?
I don't know. Don't know.
The Axe Gang pays respects to the young marshal. From now on, the entire Axe Gang will obey the young marshal.
Wait, gang leader Lei. Have you been deceived by this person? He is simply not the young marshal.
What did you say?
His name is Zhang Fan. He's just a small driver from our carriage service. He is simply not young Marshal Zhang Kefan. You say he's fake? Do you have proof? Of course I do. Zhang Fan has a mole on his chest. Gang leader Lei, strip him. You'll know with one look.
Nonsense. If he's fake, how could he achieve 10 rings every shot? Even Du Qiaoxing was inferior to him.
Gang leader, the matter of the Axe Gang accepting pacification is of great importance. It's better to verify his identity first.
Guards, strip him. If you're fake, I'll shoot you dead.
This trick again? Don't you find it annoying? The marshal, I am already annoyed. Whether the marshal, I am real or not, can see for yourselves.
How is it gone?
Sun Hu, perhaps I, with the small driver you speak of, do share some resemblance. It seems the lesson I taught you at the Paramount Ballroom was not enough. Now that things have come to this, you still dare to be insolent in front of me, the marshal.
Stop putting on an act here. Marshal Han, gang leader Lei. You deliberately used this scar to cover it up.
Others don't know about this scar. But doesn't Du Qiaoxing know either?
Young marshal, why do you say this?
In the past, when the young marshal and I were on our way back, we were ambushed, and the mastermind behind it was none other than Han Zhenting.
Now, my Axe Gang has come under the young marshal's command. If it truly was Du Qiaoxing's doing, then today he and Han Zhenting will not leave the Axe Gang alive.
Wait a moment. Du Qiaoxing acted alone. What does that have to do with me? Are you out of your mind?
I respected you as a hero for resisting the Japanese invaders. I never expected you to be just a coward who dares to act but not admit it. I was foolish. I mistakenly trusted Han Zhenting and made a grave error. I asked the young marshal to punish me.
In the past, Du Qiaoxing, instigated by Han Zhenting, attempted to assassinate the young marshal. You were determined to avenge him. How he should be dealt with, I leave it to you to decide.
To dare to act and dare to take responsibility is the mark of a true man. Then I will also give you a chance. If the gun is empty, I will spare you. Du Qiaoxing, heed my command. From today onwards, you are to be enlisted into the young marshal's army to resist the Japanese invaders and atone for your sins through meritorious service.
Yes.
Du Qiaoxing's luck is too good, isn't it? It's not that he's lucky. It's clearly the young marshal's wife deliberately sparing him. Those 3 bullets just now. The madam didn't even put them in the gun.
Take him away.
Young marshal, I'm sorry. Currently, the Japanese invaders are rampant. With a formidable enemy at hand, I can only choose to prioritize protecting the nation.
This gang leader truly did not misjudge. The young marshal and the young marshal's wife are both people of great righteousness. Go Spain! Bring this gang leader's axe.
Yes.
The young marshal won the martial arts competition. I, Lei Jiaxin, keep my word. From today onwards, the Axe Gang belongs to the young marshal.
If the Axe Gang is mine, then gang leader Lei's.
Naturally also one of the young marshal's men.
Joking aside,
Young marshal, you spared Du Qiaoxing. What about Han Zhenting?
You want to deal with me? You're not qualified enough. Attack!
Go Spain, what are you trying to do? I have always treated you well.
My apologies, gang leader Lei. Blame it on the fact that you're a woman.
Gang leader Lei. Even if your plans are meticulous, you cannot withstand this group of passionate men under your command. Not one of them is willing to be subservient to a woman.
Han Zhenting! Inferior in skill, you resort to instigating discord within my ranks. Despicable scoundrel.
The commander is fighting the enemy outside, yet you are fighting the young marshal in Haiching. Aren't you afraid the commander will return and deal with you?
The commander? That old fool. What the hell does he know? I've guarded hiking for so many years. and he wants to hand over power to his son with just one word. He's dreaming.
Without the commander leading troops to defend against the enemy outside, how could you have such a good life in Haikeng?
Stop trying to pressure me with benevolence and morality. The victor is king, the loser is bandit. Whoever wins this game calls the shots.
Han Zhenting, not to mention the commander, has already handed over military affairs to the young marshal. You don't even dare to admit to assassinating the young marshal. Are you rebelling now?
Old Commander Zhang is defending against the enemy outside. When a general is in the field, he can disregard the sovereign's orders. Stop using that old geezer to pressure me. Attack!
Ghost Spain. I know you were instigated by Han Zhenting. Release gang leader Lei. This marshal will spare your life.
Go to hell. Immortals fighting. I'm the one who suffers. I'm dead either way. Even if I die today, I'll drag this woman down with me. Young Marshal.
Steward Qin is here.
I apologize for my lateness. Please forgive me, young Marshal.
Not late, not late. You've arrived at just the right time.
You.
Han Zhenting is ambitious. I said I would avenge you. At today's martial arts competition, how could I not have a backup plan?
You bring an old steward to pressure me. And think you can walk all over me?
Steward Qin alone might not be formidable, but you can go outside the Axe Gang headquarters and see, of the elite soldiers you brought, is there even one person left alive?
Entrusted by the young Marshal, the area outside the Axe Gang headquarters now has been completely surrounded by our Marshal's mansion personal guards. Without the young Marshal's order, not even a fly should dream of flying out of this Axe Gang headquarters.
Ghost Spain. Why don't you kneel and apologize to gang leader Lei?
Make me apologize to a woman? Never. I've been a hero my whole life. And I never thought I'd work with a woman. I can't swallow this insult.
What's wrong with women? Although Li Jiaxian is a woman, she managed, despite the difficulties, to build the Axe Gang into what it is today. You reckless fool. What right do you have to speak of her like that?
So what? Isn't she still relying on your Marshal's mansion now?
Now, with a formidable enemy at hand, although the commander is leading troops to contain them, the Japanese army is about to reach Haikeng. Your Axe Gang, if you don't accept the Marshal's mansion's pacification, do you think you'll have many more good days in Haikeng?
Gang leader Lei's action was entirely for the sake of the Axe Gangs. Brothers,
film was
yet you disparage her for
translated
being a
and
woman,
narrated
and
by
foolishly
M
attempt
Media.
to incite internal strife. That is simply overestimating yourself.
In this Marshal's opinion, you are not even as good as a woman.
Take Ghost Spain away, and await his judgment.
Yes.
Young Marshal. Thank you for your help today, otherwise the Axe Gang wouldn't know how much trouble would have erupted.
Although gang leader Lei is a woman, she possesses great righteousness. With a formidable enemy before us, this Marshal still needs gang leader Lei's continued assistance.
Well said.
Besides, you saved my second concubine at the wedding banquet, so we're even now.
You helped me. Was it entirely because I saved Yang Qinyu?
How should Han Zhenting be dealt with? Please instruct, young Marshal.
As long as the Green Hills remain, there will always be wood to burn. You just wait.
Take him away, and await his fate.
Yes. Take him away.
The commander's birthday banquet is approaching. This time, with his return to the city, the Marshal's mansion will host a birthday banquet for the commander. At that time, we invite gang leader Lei to grace us with your presence.
Commander Zhang's birthday. My Axe Gang will certainly present a grand gift to the old commander.
Let's go.
This young Marshal is indeed extraordinary. He is worthy of this gang leader. Could it be that the gang leader has truly taken a liking to the young Marshal? He already has 3 women by his side. Does the gang leader also intend to become his concubine? So what? Give the order. From now on, my Axe Gang will only obey the young Marshal's commands. Yes. Young Marshal, I will ensure you smoothly take over the military affairs of Haikeng. This is my dowry for marrying into the Marshal's mansion.
You guard this.
Who are you?
Stop talking nonsense. If you want to live, come with us. Let's go.
Du Kaisheng, how could it be you?
Someone asked me, to wait here for someone. Could it be you?
Who asked Du Kaisheng to wait for me here? And who had the ability to rescue me from the Marshal's mansion? Those people with sun tattoos on their arms, who exactly are they?
I wonder why Marshal Han summoned me here. What is the matter?
I'm just asking you. On that day, are you certain you stabbed the young marshal in the chest with a sword?
Indeed.
And then?
Then the young marshal's wife ran off to seek help. So I pursued the young marshal's wife. Later, I couldn't catch her. When I returned, I found that the young marshal had been rescued by a group of people.
But were they people from the marshal's mansion?
Judging by their fighting style, they should not be from the marshal's mansion. Moreover, on their arms, they had sun tattoos.
Sun tattoos?
What's wrong? Are you still doubting the young marshal's identity?
I know you don't believe me, but with the Japanese invaders about to attack the city, I must investigate this matter thoroughly. One more thing. I ask for Mr. Do's help.
I originally thought becoming the young marshal was a good thing, but it turns out I'm still just a miserable tolling worker.
After the commander's birthday banquet, and you take over military affairs, you will have completed your mission.
At that time, I will, as agreed, give you a reward. Then you will be free.
Young marshal, if you leave, you must take me with you.
What about you?
Of course, I will help the young marshal to defend Haiqing. However, there's something I don't understand. Why does Han Zhenting provoke you repeatedly? Yet you always spare him.
Indeed. A person with rebellious intentions, remaining in our marshal's residence, is ultimately a menace.
Han Zhenting, as a military commander, is indeed deeply entrenched. Before I take over military affairs, I don't want any more trouble.
Young master, this is bad. Just now, a group of people broke into the marshal's residence backyard and abducted Han Zhenting.
What?
Han Zhenting has already been rescued. The message you ordered to be given to Du Kaishang has also been delivered. That fake young marshal
Odakiri Fuku.
must also be close to death now. Fortunately, with the assistance of Mr. Odakiri, with Han Zhenting obstructing from within, I will surely be able to return to Haiqing smoothly and take over military affairs after the young marshal takes charge of military affairs. Do not forget the agreement with this Taiken.
Naturally. In the past, I was secretly harmed by Han Zhenting. Thanks to Mr. Odakiri's assistance, I was able to save my life. At that time, I will certainly open the city gates as agreed to welcome the Japanese army into the city.
Our army will also fully assist the young marshal. Strong ships and powerful cannons will be at the young marshal's disposal. At that time, let alone just Han Zhenting, even the young marshal, your father, Commander Zhang, when he returns to Haiqing, will have to bow down to you.
Good. Then I wish our cooperation.
A pleasant one. You are right. The current young marshal of the marshal's residence is indeed an imposter. We have received reliable information that the real young marshal, Zhang Kefan, is not only still alive, but is also on the cruise ship returning from overseas. He will arrive in Haiqing in a few days.
It seems he truly is a fake young marshal. We absolutely cannot let this fake young marshal seize military affairs. At that time, I will give him a grand gift.
The commander's birthday banquet is approaching. We must bring Han Zhenting back.
Yes.
A person at the end of their rope need not be cornered further. He is now already unable to cause any trouble.
Indeed. 3 days later, it will be the commander's birthday banquet. We should still think about what gift to give the commander. That's better, isn't it?
Indeed. With the commander presiding, I reckon he wouldn't dare to act presumptuously.
You don't need to worry about the birthday gift. During the previous Paramount Ballroom celebration, at the auction, I kept a treasure. This is a Qing dynasty, Famille Rose 9 Peaches longevity vase. It's worth tens of millions to give to the commander as a birthday gift. It couldn't be more suitable.
Sister Shuxi Out is still the most thoughtful. It truly is excellent.
However, the young marshal was assassinated. Zhang Fan is, after all, a stand-in. The commander treats you like his own son. About the young marshal's death, when will you confess to the commander?
After the birthday banquet. We'll talk about it then. I don't want him to witness the old bury the young.
But a fake is a fake after all. Zhang Fan might be able to deceive others. But the commander is, after all, the young marshal's biological father. How can he deceive the commander?
When the carriage reaches the mountain, there will surely be a path. This hurdle, you still have to overcome it yourself.
Greetings, young marshal.
What's the rush?
Greetings, young marshal. A tiger father begets no dog son. The commander has returned to the city after repelling the enemy. If he learns that the young marshal not only pacified the axe gang, but also eliminated Han Genting, the scourge of the army, presumably he will surely today reward you handsomely.
What kind of reward can compare to the transfer of military authority?
That's right, I heard today. The commander will transfer the hiking military command to the young marshal. I offer my congratulations in advance.
Many thanks. Thank you, everyone.
A mere coachman dares to dream of taking over hiking's military affairs? Are you even worthy?
How dare you, Han Genting? You escaped from my marshal's residence back then. I didn't come after you, and that was that. Yet you dare to deliver yourself to my doorstep.
What is there for me to fear? Today, the one who should be afraid is him.
Han Genting, daring to offend the young marshal at the commander's birthday banquet. You're simply courting death.
Han Genting, trespassing at the commander's birthday banquet. What do you intend to do?
As for why I'm here today, of course, it's to wish the commander a happy birthday. This thing is the birthday gift that you, this imposter, gave to the commander, is it?
Presumptuous. This is a Qing dynasty. Familial Rose 9 Peaches longevity vase. Worth tens of millions. If it's damaged, can you bear the responsibility?
A Qing dynasty item, worth tens of millions. Even if I smash it, what then?
Han Genting, you are audacious.
You are the audacious one, deceiving superiors and subordinates, impersonating the young marshal. It's just a broken porcelain vase. Is it truly worth the young marshal's life?
Han Genting, you defeated General, and you dare to challenge this marshal here. Steward Jin, men, seize him and take him away.
Yes, sir, stop. A mere coachman dares to issue orders at the commander's birthday banquet. It is you who should be seized and taken away.
How dare you, Du Jiaosheng? In the past, the young marshal valued your dedication to the nation, did not pursue the matter with you. Why are you still colluding with Han Genting, acting as a jackal for a tiger?
You mere coachman dare to impersonate the young marshal and issue orders to hiking. I see you have a death wish.
Du Qiaosheng, you have no evidence to back your words. I advise you to produce evidence. Otherwise, this marshal will not spare you.
Why waste words with them? Men, seize them.
Yes, sir. The commander has arrived.
The commander, the young marshal's father.
Is this the renowned general who historically defended Hiken to the death against the Japanese pirates? Indeed, his bearing is extraordinary.
Commander, you're back.
Very good, very good. I appreciate your filial piety for holding this birthday banquet for this old man. The troops have just been properly settled, and I rushed over immediately.
Father,
I have already heard about your matters. You secured the support of the Shipping Association through a marriage alliance,
was
and also won the martial
translated
arts
and
competition.
narrated
Not
by
only did you
Media.
recruit the Axe Gang, but you also dealt with Han Genting. Well done.
This person is not the young marshal.
Du Qiaosheng, does this old man not recognize his own son?
This person resembles the young marshal, and their names differ by only one character. However, this person is not the young marshal.
Audacious. Du Qiaosheng, since you have already been taken in by my son, under his command, you should naturally support him with all you might. Yet you colluded with Han Genting and caused a disturbance at this old man's birthday banquet. I see that both of you are tired of living.
Reporting to the commander, I, Du Kaisheng, am not a petty person, but this person is not the young marshal. Deceiving the commander, I, Du Kaisheng, will absolutely not allow it.
That's right. This person is not the young marshal. He is merely a charlatan. You must not let him off lightly.
In the past, I ordered him to be sent back to the city to take over military affairs. Yet you sent Du Qiaosheng to secretly harm him. If you hadn't caused trouble, how could my son have been repeatedly questioned about his identity? Today, this old man is determined to personally hand over the High King military command into my son's hands. As for you, Du Qiaosheng and Han Genting, come here and face your deaths.
No, Commander. This person is not the true young marshal. I know that mere words are not enough, but I received news. The true young marshal is not dead. And will also arrive in hiking. Now, he is on his way to the banquet.
The young marshal is still alive.
it's over, wielding a big saber before Guanbang. When the true young marshal returns, the first one to be beheaded. Won't it be me?
Therefore, Commander, you absolutely must not hand over the military power of hiking to an imposter.
Commander, this is bad.
What is it?
The Japanese pirates are invading in full force. Now, they have already reached outside the city. The Japanese pirate general, Odakiri Fuku, has sent a letter asking you to abandon the city and surrender. Otherwise
Otherwise what?
Otherwise, hiking will be bathed in blood.
Han Genting, So you repeatedly questioned the young marshal's identity, and now you are causing a scene at the commander's birthday banquet. It turns out you were all delaying time for the Japanese pirates.
Nonsense. How could I collude with the Japanese pirates?
Han Zhenting is colluding with foreign enemies. And you dare to impersonate my son and deceive people. Guards, seize them all.
I'd like to see who dares. Commander.
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 Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You don't even listen to this old man's orders anymore. Are you rebelling?
It was my idea to have him impersonate. If the commander wants to punish, then punish me.
Although Zhang Fan is an imposter, it was also for the good of the marshal's mansion. Please, Commander, think twice. Since I, Jiang Xinyu, have already married him, the person the marshal's mansion doesn't want. My shipping association wants him. Although Zhang Fan's identity is false, his help in quelling the internal strife for my axe gang is real. Touch him, and I will be the first to disagree.
All right. You are truly remarkable.
What's going on here? How can there be two young marshals?
Your son, John Keffin, greets father.
I told you so. He is a complete fraud. The true young marshal is right here.
Good child. It's good that you're safe.
Now that the young marshal has returned. Commander, please give the order to execute this impostor.
Fanner, what exactly is going on here?
Father, don't worry.
The young marshal is back. You are saved. Young marshal, when you were secretly harmed and your whereabouts unknown, if he hadn't risked impersonating you, I'm afraid Heiqing now would already be Han Zhenting's domain.
Father, you don't know. This person was deliberately arranged by me. I knew that Han Zhenting would not sit idly by and await his due to allow me to smoothly take over Heiqing's military affairs. This division commander had already foreseen it. He would make a move on my way back to the city. Therefore, this commander turned his stratagem against him.
It was you who deliberately allowed Du Jiaoshang to injure you. It was also you who guided me to find Zhang Fan.
Exactly. Military garrison rotation was inherently a major event fraught with bloodshed. Therefore, I found a scapegoat. A shield. Who would have thought this fellow actually possesses some real ability? Not only did he, without shedding a drop of blood, pacify and recruit the Axe Gang, but also forced Han Zhenting into such a predicament. This commander, it seems I truly underestimated you.
Scapegoat.
This commander narrowly escaped death. Actually, the one to thank is someone else.
Odakiri Fuku?
Odakiri Fuku.
That is the one who led troops to attack Heiqing, the Japanese pirate general.
John Keffin, the Japanese are currently about to attack Heiqing. How could you be with him?
Young marshal, what is going on?
This commander precisely took advantage of this fellow's deception, held back Han Zhenting. Only then did I have time to travel far overseas and seek out Mr. Odakiri. What now, Han Zhenting? At this point, do you still dare to oppose this commander?
Damn it! Despite all my calculations, he still succeeded.
After today, who would still dare to oppose this commander? Bastard! You dare hit me, betraying the country for personal gain, inviting wolves into the house for internal strife, and plunging Heiqing into misery. It is precisely you I am hitting, you despicable bastard. If it weren't for the fact that you were somewhat useful to this commander, could you have lived these past few months of good days? Not only are you ungrateful, you even dare to offend your superior and oppose this commander. So I should still thank you, is that it? Bastard. This commander is about to take over Heiqing's military command, and also has Mr. Odakiri backing this commander up. You imposter are no longer useful to this commander. Guards, seize him.
You wicked creature, silence.
Father, are you telling me you also want to oppose me?
It's not that I want to oppose you. It's you who are blinded by power, colluding with Japanese pirates, and wanting to oppose all of Heiqing.
Father, now I not only have Mr. Odakiri's backing, but also the General Shipping Association, Terramount Ballroom, and the Axe Gang assisting. To deal with an imposter is effortless.
You are too presumptuous. We, the Axe Gang. How could we possibly help a traitor like you? Exactly. If you still persist in your delusion, our General Shipping Association's vast fortune, even if fed to dogs, we would not give to the Japanese. Though we at Paramount Ballroom are all mere women. Every one of us is tough.
You ungrateful wretches. For the sake of a mere rickshaw puller, dare to oppose me. Do you believe that once Commander Oda's military order sounds, it can make places like Paramount Ballroom, the Shipping Association, and the Axe Gang vanish from Heiqing in an instant?
From the day I found Zhang Fan to impersonate you, I promised him that I would protect him at all costs. I, Chin Kexin, keep my word.
Zhang Fan, though an imposter, but compared to a traitor who sells out his country for glory, he is more like a true man. I, Zhang Xinyu, am married to Zhang Fan. With all the wealth of my shipping association, I will protect him no matter what. At the martial arts tournament, it was Zhang Fan who pacified the Axe Gang. If he's in trouble, my Axe Gang will naturally step forward.
You. For this, dog's worthless life. Dare to fight me? Are you rebelling? In the past, I lost my life. Because I stood up against injustice. Today, this is me.
From the day I found Zhang Fan to impersonate you, I promised him that I would protect him at all costs. I, Chin Kexin, keep my word.
Zhang Fan, though an imposter, but compared to a traitor who sells out his country for glory, he is more like a true man. I, Zhang Xinyu, am married to Zhang Fan. With all the wealth of my shipping association, I will protect him no matter what. At the martial arts tournament, it was Zhang Fan who pacified the Axe Gang. If he is in trouble, my Axe Gang will naturally step forward.
I thought that if I could live again, it would be enough to merely survive in the Republic of China era. Unexpectedly, with a great enemy before us, they are all protecting me one by one.
I, Du Kaisheng, admit I am not a good person, but I will never allow the Japanese to step foot into
The film
hiking.
was translated
And me.
and narrated
Once,
by
the Japanese
Media.
invaded hiking. And the people suffered greatly. Now, you still hope for.
The history of the Japanese invading Haikang. How do you know?
Actually, I also traveled through time. I am well versed in history. Back then, I knew that the young marshal was bringing a wolf into the house. After I learned about you, I thought it was you, which is why I repeatedly targeted you. Later, I realized it was him all along.
You are a history teacher.
I already knew you were a programmer.
Let's do it together. You ungrateful ants. Disregarding me, the young marshal, and siding with this mere rickshaw puller. The Taikon's troops are already at the city gates. What you are doing is simply like striking a rock with an egg. Father, please order the execution of this rickshaw puller. To uphold military prestige, impersonating Zhang Fan was my mistake. Commander, you may kill or dismember me as you please, but I, Zhang Fan, will absolutely not allow the Japanese to step foot into Haikang, not even one step. A mere coachman dares to disrespect young Master Odakiri.
Formerly, when the Japanese army invaded Haikang, I led the army to fight the enemy valiantly, and only then did Haikang gain these years of peace. Zhang Fan, although he was an imposter, he nevertheless preserved Haikang's peace. Today, with me here, I'd like to see who dares to touch him. Taking without asking is stealing. Coming without invitation is trespassing. Odakiri Fuku, you, in order to attack Haikang, used the internal strife to steal my son and turned him into a running dog for your Japanese people. Today, you trespassed at this old man's birthday banquet. This score, we can settle it together.
Young marshal, I came with good intentions to offer birthday wishes. Is this the way you hiking people treat guests?
Father, what are you doing? In the past, I was ambushed by Han Zhenting, and fortunately, young Master Odakiri saved my life. Moreover, you once drove young Master Odakiri out of Haikang. Yet he not only bears no grudge, but repays evil with kindness. He saved me. He is simply the great benefactor of our Zhang family. Right? Young Master Odakiri also promised me that as long as I obtain the Haikang military order and open the city gates, I'd to welcome the Japanese army into the city. He can not only treat the people of Haikang kindly, but also support this commander to become the true ruler of Haikang.
You unfilial son, the ruler of Haikang, has never been one person, but tens of millions of common people. You utterly rebellious wretch. Today, on behalf of Haikang, I will righteously eliminate a close relative. Eliminate your evil spawn.
You old geezer. Don't be ungrateful. Quickly hand over the Haikang military order to me. Let me open the city gates. And let them in.
You.
Commander.
Commander.
I've given you the military order.
Commander.
Zhang Fan, even if you have the military order, it's useless. Hand over the Haikang military order. This marshal can spare your life today.
Zhang Kefan, you utterly rebellious beast. Over these years, Although you and I were only husband and wife in name, yet, thanks to the commander's kindness, I believe I repaid you with all my might. But what you have done today is unforgivable by heaven's law. This is our marriage certificate. From today onwards, you and I as husband and wife. Our bond is severed.
You bitch. You think too highly of yourself. Do you think without you, this marshal cannot succeed? Little coachman. Now is your time of death. Quickly hand over the military order. Just now, everyone saw the old commander hand over Haiking's military command to me. It is clear for all to see. From today onwards, Zhang Fan, I am the sole commander of Haiking's forces. Who dares to disobey? Zhang Fan, I advise you to quickly hand over the military order. Now, Commander Odakiri's army has already reached the city gates. Handing over military authority is your only path to survival. Otherwise, I want to see who dares to follow an upstart young marshal to their death.
I, Han Zhenting, am willing to die with the young marshal.
I, Duke Haisheng.
I, the Shipping Association.
I, the Qin family.
I, the Paramount Ballroom. I, the X Gang. I, Zhao Feng.
I, Zhang Zaihao.
I, Zhao Xiao.
Am willing to die with the young marshal.
I'm willing to die with the young marshal. I'm willing to die with the young marshal.
Am willing to die with the young marshal.
Are you all insane? Once, because I meddled in others' affairs, I unexpectedly lost my life. Reborn back into the Republic of China era. I originally intended to live a solitary life, but I never expected to inadvertently help so many people.
You are willing to let me go.
You must keep your word. Once you've knelt, get out. How should he be dealt with? I leave him to you.
I want to drag a woman down with me.
Don't worry. The young marshal's revenge. I will definitely help you avenge it. It seems heaven still does not mistreat kind people. And my initial choice was not wrong after all. As long as the Japanese army attacks the city, you ants, not a single one of you will survive.
Husband, save me.
Coming.
Save me first. I'm almost done for 2.
Don't worry, I'll be there soon.
Faster, faster. I'll smash your dog head. What's going on? No. Is there any point to this? Ever since Zhang Fan, at the birthday banquet, used AI to repel the enemy, he invented this method of combat. From 1,000 li away, he can take the enemy's head. It can't be harmed at all. I think they're just trying to gain attention here.
As long as the Japanese army attacks the city, you ants, not a single one of you will survive. A Japanese runt. And a stinking traitor. On my Central Plains land, you dare to be so presumptuous. You dare to hit me. It is precisely you I am hitting.
You fool. You dare to provoke me, this great lord. I want your life.
Han Zhenting. Are you insane? The Japanese army has already reached the city gates. You. How dare you kill a Japanese officer?
The rise and fall of the nation. Every common man has a responsibility. Even if I die, what difference does it make?
If someone must die, then it can only be him, John Keffin. All units, listen to my command. Move out. What are you doing? You're holding this iron plate, vainly attempting to protect Haikang and protect these lowly commoners. Now your Japanese army has long been under my control. Stop your posturing.
Keffin. Just now, our army's radio communications were infiltrated. Between us and the troops, contact has already been lost. Our army's forces have already suffered heavy losses.
What did you say? Brother Han. Haikang has suffered under the Japanese army for a long time. Are you interested in fighting alongside me?
I've been eager for this.
Good. Everyone, listen to my command. Go into battle and kill the enemy.
Understood.
Understood.
In the 13th year of the Republic of China, Zhongfang and Han Zhenzing, two major military forces, cooperated to resist the Japanese. From then on, Haikang had no foreign invaders, greatly defeating the enemy, and no internal strife, returning to peace.
Lei Zhaxian, you just mind your own. Axe Gang, why do you keep running to our commander's mansion every day? And you?
Sister Shin, don't you know? The young marshal has already agreed to marry us. From now on, we'll be one family. What?
What?
What? What? You still don't know. The young marshal didn't tell you?
Zhang Fan.
Zhang Fan. Zhang Fan. Zhang Fan.
In this day and age, I marry a wife and take concubines. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Zhang Fan.
Zhang Fan.
Zhang Fan.
You stop right there.
You stop right there. You stop right there.